Alright, so what is vestibular migraines? You may see Orion pop in his head. There he is already. He is just super excited and happy. Orion, can you get out of... Orion, seriously? Sorry, guys. There we go. Good boy. He's still here. Good afternoon, everybody. I am here. I started doing some cleaning around my house. The house needs a wifey on duty today. And Orion's already off to his morning start of playtime. Good morning, Orion. I did an Instagram live yesterday. Hopefully some of you guys caught it. Asked me some questions. Perfectly fine. And I noticed off the Instagram live, Orion and that ball. A lot of people were asking me about my chronic illnesses. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I will always answer questions about it. Some people were asking me a lot of questions about my vestibular migraines. And I noticed I really don't talk about it much. The doctor I see is a neurologist, not a specialist of the brain and the ear, because they feel it's connected. And they're just like, we could do an exploratory surgery, which they're just like, that's a little, much, it's all your choice. And I'm just like, and Paul just feel like, you know what, unless it's really necessary and something extreme happens, then we'll do it. But till now, we'll just hold off on it. But the reason why it happens more, my ear pains happens at night while I'm sleeping, which probably has to do a lot with my narcolepsy, but I get a lot of ear pains at night, and it's usually majority of the nights, and they don't really know why it's that. Maybe it's the way I sleep, the positioning of my ear, but it's just a lot of chronic ear pain, and it's usually during when I'm sleeping. I don't know why, but it hurts a lot. But today I'm going to talk a lot about my vestibular migraines and educate you guys and how it affects me most of the time. Let's talk about that. Alright, so what is vestibular migraines? You may see Orion pop in his head. There he is already. He is just super excited and happy. Orion, can you get out of... Orion! He's still here. Alright, so what is vestibular migraines? So, like I said in my Instagram yesterday live, it just depends on person to person. Not everybody is exactly the same. But I'm going to say overall, vestibular migraine is from the inner ear. And of course, we see that I have ear problems. So, but vestibular migraines isn't all about headaches, because we all think migraines, headaches. No, it actually is mainly the main symptom is actually dizziness. So I could be in bed just looking perfectly fine. I don't need to be like, oh, I have a headache. No, I could be just like, oh my gosh, I'm super dizzy. I have horrible vertigo and I just can't walk. I can't do anything. Just no. And because of that, it's actually really dangerous for somebody with vestibular migraines to really do anything. Because of that, we get super dizzy and have bad vertigo that we actually could black out. It's actually really dangerous. And I actually had an old service dog who actually alerted to this. We actually could get service dogs for vestibular migraines who could alert, and that is fabulous. And had an old service dog who could alert to this, and it was amazing. And he did great. And he was just, I had these episodes, he would brace. Like, he was just like, get ready, you're getting super dizzy. And I would be like, just was ready. And or instead of bracing him, I would be like, okay, let me just get down to the floor, because it would get really bad. And some people with vestibular migraines, if they have to be careful, because if they get super dizzy, they could black out, hit themselves really bad. And I've seen really bad on the Facebook page that I'm a part of. They could get so bad that their face gets swollen. It's just any other person who's in danger of blacking out, they could hurt themselves really bad. People with vestibular migraines could get dizzy, they could have nausea and vomiting, they could get balance problems. I definitely, of course, get balance problems. They could get extreme motion sensitivity, and then with extreme motion sensitivity, of course, even just moving their head, their eyes, or their body, that's when it kicks in even more. Even when I'm laying in the bed, just doing slight movement, that just makes it even worse. That sensation is calling like rocking the boat, kills me sometimes. And then also feeling disoriented or confused. Sometimes we just call that brain fog. And that's what you could get with vestibular migraines. And then also sound sensitivity. Sensitivity to sound. Now, we aren't sure, for me, of course, I could be having vestibular migraines every single day because of my hyperacusis. I am sensitive to sound all day, every single day. So I could be having vestibular migraine episodes every single day. And I have seen plenty of neurologists, ENTs, and they weren't able to help. So I have been recommended to actually go out of state all the way to, I believe, Ohio to I believe Massachusetts, to see the best of the best. And I've gotten to the point, me personally, I'm tired of seeing ear doctors. But in my situation, actually, I'm traumatized of ear doctors. But I actually don't put it in my vlogs whenever I go to see an ear doctor because I personally am embarrassed. It's like the ear doctor is my dentist. And Jackie's seen it, Paul's seen it. I will actually start shaking, going into tears. Like, they're my biggest trauma. Like, I can't. I will freak out because I have dealt with them since 3 years old. And, they've done things to my ears that it's just so painful. And you have to understand that I have damaging ears. I have scar tissues, holes in my eardrums. So when they poke in there, it hurts. So when Paul, has to tell me, hey, you kind of got to go see an ear doctor. We got to go fix this, we got to do a checkup. I will fight him. I will kick and scream. I am like a child. Kick and scream. But, I am to the point. I should be still trying to advocate. That's one thing I just can't advocate for. Paul is my biggest advocator. But when I go there, I shut down. I'm just like, I can't speak for myself. I won't. I'm just scared out of my mind. But back to vestibular migraines. But my biggest thing is that when sound hits me, certain pitches, certain loud sounds, I will hit a dizzy vertigo. I'll hit a vertigo sensation that I start getting dizzy. I will start I feel super dizzy and overwhelmed that I'll oddly go to the ground. But I know myself. I already know that I'm just like, when loud music starts hitting me, I'm just like, I can't. It's just too much for me. Now, like I said, you don't see me having these episodes. Majority of the time, I do get them at night, with just horrible ear pains, because that's what I usually get. And then I do get them with Orion when I'm out and about. I just randomly just automatically fall from just with the sounds around me, because I do get, with sounds hitting me, I just get totally dizzy with the vertigo and automatically just fall randomly. That's what you get with vestibular migraines. And it's just weird. I just automatically just get rocking the boat sensation, and the vertigo hits me. Sometimes you could just black out from it, but I'm just get overwhelmed and disoriented, and I'm just like dizzy and just fall. And we just, we don't get it on video, but I do get that. And then that's why, I got Orion for mobility, but he's just not there yet. And eventually we will go to the vet and see if he could do for light mobility. But when we went to the vet, they said he was A-okay. He's doing fabulous and he's super healthy and great. And, there's certain things you just can't get in a vlog, but I definitely want to bring attention to vestibular migraines. They are a big part of my illnesses and what I do have to deal with every single day. But it's just, there's certain things you just can't catch. It's like certain people just can't catch getting an alert all the time, or just can't get it. That's just part of vestibular migraines. I just really don't catch it on the vlogs. You just don't see me fall all the time, and I really fall a lot. I'm not clumsy. I get disoriented. The music, the sound sensitivity hits me, and I think that's my biggest thing. Sound hits me, and it's just, gets me dizzy, hits my vertigo, and it just gets me so, I don't want to say overwhelmed, but just makes me super dizzy, and I'm just like, just makes it kind of collapse a little bit. I'm just like, whoa, and I had to try to spring back up and try to regain myself. Sometimes Paul's like, oh my goodness, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm good. Another thing about vestibular migraines, it could get confused for Meniere's disease. They're so exactly the same. And for a while we thought I did have Meniere's disease. Sometimes I still think I do, but But these are the things I have to deal with my vestibular migraines. I just don't show it a lot on, my vlogs because it's so hard to catch too, me falling, even though it's just so hard. It's like trying to catch an alert. It's just so hard to catch. But I'll probably try to talk about it more often. But it's just going to be probably every single day, me getting the camera, be like, I had horrible ear pain throughout the whole entire night. But I thought about it when I was talking on the live yesterday. I was just like, that has to probably contribute to my narcolepsy because I wake up also every single night from my ear pain, and that's not helping me sleep either. So it's just such a bother. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking, why don't you get this ear pain figured out? I have went to so many doctors about this, and they're just like, we don't know what to tell you. We don't know what to do. And that is very frustrating. And I actually had one doctor who was very upfront, so loving, and they told me like two differences. They're just like, when it comes down to, cardiologists, they are so advanced, they could see the heart, they could see every single thing about the heart, their tests are so advanced. But then when it comes down to the ears, we don't have that much advance. We can't really see into your ear, sadly. And I was like, really? He's just like, he pretty much told me, you're gonna have to wait 10 years for us to be able to do something for you. I just was so baffled. And he was just like, can't really do anything. And it was so true, because when I did the testing for my cholesteatoma, they thought it was something totally different. They didn't know I had a cholesteatoma at the time. They thought I had something totally different. And the way they did the testing for my hearing, or for my issue, pretty much they had to do like echoes, and they just saw that there was something there. Imagine, they can't really see into the ear. They just have to pretty much just hopefully see, okay, there just seems like there's something there, but we don't really fully know what it is. At first they thought, there was just liquid in there. They had to go into my ear and see, oh, there's skin growing inside, very close to the bone. If it's too close, this is really bad. We're gonna have to take out the bone. Well, first we're gonna have to go speak to the husband, make sure it's okay, then come back in, because this can actually really hurt her balance and cause more serious issues. They really didn't know I had a cholesteatoma at the time, and the testing wasn't 100% accurate. When the doctor told me after the testing, he's like, we're 70% sure this is what it is, but we're not 100% sure. And I was like, what? So for my ear pain, all doctors are like, we don't know what it is. We really don't know. And I'm like, what? Seriously? So for the doctor to tell me, he's like, we're pretty behind when it comes down to ear technology and ear testing. It's just, we don't know. So for us, we actually have to do an exploratory surgery to go inside and be able to tell you, this is what's wrong with your ears. And if you don't want to do that, you're gonna have to wait maybe 10 years. Hopefully we have advanced when it comes down to ear, testing and ear technology, and then, be able to tell you without doing a surgery. So that's a little discouraging, sadly. Just a little bit. Can't do much about it. So I have that one issue, that one chronic illness that can't really be helped much. Because whenever I go to ear doctors, they just look in, looks good. I have horrible pain. We don't know what to do for you. That's like me or a cardiologist checking your heartbeat. Your heartbeat sounds great. I have heart palpitations. Well, it sounds great. I don't know what to do for you. What? It's just when it comes down to ear issues, just not much can be done. It is time for the pups' food. So we got their yummy, scrumptious food here. And Orion is hungry and giving me like doggy eyes to feed him because he's like, I have not eaten in days, woman. Feed me, which is not true. He has perfectly eaten in days. Now you may wonder, what is he eating? He has some liver. He has some chicken. He has some parsley in here. He has some peas. He has sardines. A lot of people have been asking me, what fish do you give him? I give him sardines. And you may wonder why. Sardines are actually easy for them to digest their bones. And less work for me with gutting, you know, with any of the process when it comes down to fishing with the fish, with the bones. So sardines, digestible, easy for them to digest with the bones and everything. So yeah, that's what I go with. Now I have Orion's food here. Usually when I feed Orion, it is a great training session. He's super motivated because he loves his raw. So let us start a nice training with him. We have his food here and whoop, he is ready. Hi pup. I just set it to the floor. Down. Oh, he's like slobbering. Sit. Good boy. Spin. Other way. Back. Back, back, back. Good boy. He's so excited. He slammed to the floor or to the wall. Oh. Over. Good boy. Over the gate. That's where I want him. Good boy. Down. Good boy. Head down. Head down. Stand. Stand. Back. Back, 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 back. Good boy. Ryan, what? So excited. Gotta be relaxed. Good boy, good boy. Airbud. Good boy, good Airbud. Eat. Let's put this water back. It's like slobbered on. Oh, my little buddy. Oh, you're so cute. And that was a great mini training session. Good boy. And with this slow feeder, he eats a lot more slower. If not, all this food would already be gone by now. Well guys, today was somewhat productive with Orion all over me. Paul wants some on here. Oh, his breath.
Smell it.
It has doggy breath.
My pop. I love his doggy breath.
Well guys, I hope you guys like me explaining vestibular migraines and how it affects me. It affects me every single day, but I just don't show it and put it on the vlog. I just don't know why. But, yeah. How was your day at work?
Tired. Monday. Busy.
I hate Mondays. I hate Mondays.
Pretty much.
There goes Orion. Hi, buddy. Hi. No one wants to play with you. He wants to play. Well, guys, adieu and good night.